Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the LSU Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kurt, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call.
And look, he's going to take a shot right away. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Second and 10 after the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. And move the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the back now goes in motion. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And the PAT is good. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Making people miss. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover. kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here over the defense? Come up with a stop. It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that run game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that short completion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job.
Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
Point after, not right through. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they gave up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Good throw. The catch is made. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. It's LSU on top as we take the break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they'll get back into this game.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession,
down he goes, a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. So a playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the +48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
LSU has moved into the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense looking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Buffaloes come to the line to run the hurry up. A 1st down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And this pass is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st and 10 play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a really good job of it on this play.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. He makes the grab. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the quarterback dropping back. Launching one to the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Buffs.
To watch his quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
The offense will quickly spend the timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, kick it over to the left. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Buffaloes will crank up the tempo.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Buffaloes will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. It's tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, IU Bengals. Oh, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And that Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just...
Looking to throw it deep. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On the ground, it's Harden. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Convert to PATs, and the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. Impressive with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the quarterback keeps it here. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up to the 31. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the running back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. An inside dig now from the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. But check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Schultz. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Yeah, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this is...
Touchdown, LSU. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point goes up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Receiver makes the grab. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball for 39.
Yeah, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Let's go!
He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.